Hello, magical people. This is Kino, and today I want to share with you guys my own original comic work. It's called Dreamorphia, and you can see my name right here. I'm the author. I did the story and the art. It's an ongoing creation of mine. It's a pet project of mine for many years, and it's a fantasy and action thing, and it's the main character Hex. And you can read the summary over here, but I will just jump right in and let you guys understand, feel the story. Episode 1A, half of the chapter 1, and this is the cover page, Dreamorphia, and that's what we'll get for the first page. And right on, we will have some text. I love writing stuff, and I want to read this for you. When one thinks creatively, the involved story world and characters in one's mind will act according to one's thinking. When one is sleeping or not thinking creatively, all story worlds and characters in one mind can act at will. Okay, I didn't do the reading well. Let's go. Chapter 1, The Fall. Okay, so we have some color pages, and this is Hex in his room. I will just describe this as kind of a like a director's cut, kind of a director's tour thing. I want to just tour you through my story, and you can see posters on the wall. It's a very cramped space, and he's like staring into the screen. And then we'll see Hex is kind of leaning on his fist, with his head, and then we'll see a sign reading direction is from right to left. That's the manga reading direction. And then we'll see text here. White Jet City is in such horrible state, all because of you. So this is one fantasy character, right? And we don't know what's this. So we'll keep on reading. Now it's in grayscale, which is the manga style, and I'm featuring just page by page in this scrolling format. Okay, this guy would say in mask, he would say, "The state of the story has nothing to do with me, idiot." Nonsense! Now die! Okay, run, jump, and then he'll look up. Clank! So this guy can leap real high, huh? And then a hit. Then the masked guy would just push him off to the left side of the drawing of this page, and then he'll continue to say, "If this goes on any longer, we will all go crazy." So he will dash towards the guy again from left to right. He'll glow a bit before he dash, so you can see he's in hyper speed sort of. And then bam, they'll clash, and then lots of, I don't know, smoke everywhere, and butterflies start to appear, and they are both glowing. I repeat, this has nothing to do with me. It's all on you, and I'm going to stretch you into pieces. Okay, stupid dialogues, but I don't know how to write better. Okay, so clish, clish, clank, clank kind of stuff. They're just fighting all over at very quick speed. Next page. So it's like a right angle clash into the wall. Crash. And Scorpion rocks. And now we'll know maybe this guy with the scorpion tail is Scorpion, right? And then you can see guy here with the mask retaliates, have a deep cut on his chest, right? So clang, clang, clang. Me doodling here, just let you guys imagine all the fights. And then you can see the masked guy is being stabbed multiple times on the chest. And then now we'll look at this guy with spectacles on, Hex, the main character. He's actually sleeping, right? And then he's like, "Wake up!" And we'll look at this thing again. And then we'll cut back to his eyes, thinking like, what was I writing? Then he's like, "Oh, I kind of remember." And then this thingy just glow. Okay, and then he was begin to tap, and then he will start talking about the story. Guy strolls in an empty street, and we'll look at this page, which is quite full of stuff all over the place. I don't like the flow of this page, but that's all I can do for now. So when he's typing, we'll move on to the next panel here. It's something, that thingy just glow, and we can look closer as all butterfly flying everywhere. So it's a typing sound, type, 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 and then this thing is sort of responding to it. That's what I want to convey to the reader. And this screen right here, this frame right here is the computer screen, and we can see what the protagonist is typing, like straight from X number of days. Guy is sort of used to it already. And guy strolls in an empty street, and then so this actually is the thing that he's saying and while he's typing. So this is guy in an empty street strolling. Next page, we have Scorpion suddenly strikes from behind, and so we'll, as he narrates, as he's typing, we'll see Scorpion appearing again from behind and then die, and then slash him on the back, and the protagonist will continue to say, guy back rolls, gathers himself, draws sword, and guy will do exactly what he said and strikes. Then he spins in mid-air and manages to cut the back of Scorpion's legs as he lands. So he will do a spin in mid-air, and then he will land and slash Scorpion's leg, and Scorpion's like, oh! Alright, next page. But Scorpion also manages to cut Guy's throat. So immediately Guy sort of reacts to it, and it's like, oh shit, he's bleeding on his neck, and now Scorpion is injured too. Then he said, damn it. So it's a bad situation for both characters. And then the voice continued to say, should change the location. And we'll see the location sort of changes, shifts from a street into this thing right here. It's not really clear for a reader, so I'm just here highlighting to you guys. And Guy would be dead then, isn't he? If he's slashed on the throat, right? Then he's like, no, Guy shouldn't be this good with fights. And for now, he's just what, right? He doesn't know the author. And look at the keyboard, and he's gonna press the delete button, tap, and then straight from number users, we can see all the things that he said previously being deleted. And we'll see the two characters from far, bling bling is gone. And we'll see the typing continues again. Guy strolls in an empty street. So we're back to this shot where Guy was standing in the middle of the street. So it's 4 p.m. already, and he's talking to himself, looking to his right. So we'll see he's actually staring at this poster, mini poster on the wall, and he's saying, thinking to himself. So this is a thinking bubble, and he's like, man, Comic God contest shall end in a month. Missing out again. This is my 4th year in production, but not really, right? So he's actually being in his stuff. So why is the feeling of the story never ever right? So he's in a bottleneck, and this is the Comic God contest in Chinese. So it's living in a Chinese place in China actually. So I have some translation over there. He has to submit soon, and we can look at his reaction to the deadline, and he's looking back to the screen. Then he's thinking, Guy. So now it's like another like God's view, looking down at Guy at this empty street. Closer shot. Who are you? And then next, you are in my head all this while, yet I can't come up with a proper name for you. So he's like staring at the screen, but he's thinking about Guy. And now we have a really close-up shot of Guy standing like real still, motionless. And then he's saying, and White Jet City, a boundless futuristic martial arts city. And so it's like a high-tech Chinese-inspired futuristic city. That's what I want to do here. It's not that obvious. And this little thingy here, these little dots are people walking on the bridge, and this is a train. just so you know. And there's a window, there's some little people here. Yeah. So next page, is this really you? And we can see the frames are sort of fragmented like broken glass, and there's different shots of White Jet City. The people, the mega robots, the servant robots, and then those big trains, people playing soccer over here. So it's like, okay, this city has quite a lot of stuff. And it will cut back to Hex, and he's now like totally like restless, totally demoralized, and the screen is just blinking white, and we can see a closer, better look of his room, the very cramped room. The door and the bed is right behind of him, and we can see a lot of manga, books, and some other stuff. So we can understand what his situation's better. So this is chapter 1, the fall, to be continued. So this is the first half of the chapter, and I hope you guys like my narration to Dreamorphia. And this is about him really struggling with his writings, his comic, and we will want to know what will happen next, and that's in chapter 2, chapter 1a. So I'll put my link into the description so that you guys can actually just come and click into the link here and read it for yourself. And I hope you guys really like it, and just subscribe. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.